What's up, everyone? Bret Wallace, your Fort Bend County Realtor. Wanted to go over a real quick item since it is the end of December. Homestead exemptions. What are they? Why are they important? How do you go about getting them filed? First off, a homestead exemption is a discount, a reduction of your burden on taxes for your real estate property if it is your primary residence and you obviously cannot claim two homesteads. So if you have multiple properties, you got to pick the one that you're living at the most, hopefully the one that's most expensive. It is about a 15% reduction overall to the tax burden, depending on the county. And obviously we're in Texas here, so if you're watching this out of state, obviously look at your local municipalities, your local counties, cities, and everything, and talk to them for your tax assessor. But here in Fort Bend County, Texas, historically people said 20%, but I like to say 15% because I think that's a little closer to being accurate. It might be somewhere in the middle of there. But what's important about a homestead exemption is that if it's a new home construction and it closes before December 31st, 11:59 p.m. So when the clock strikes midnight and it becomes 2020 or the next calendar year, you have to be the official owner of record of the property. If the builder calls you and says, hey, the home's not gonna be ready till January 2nd to close on, you're gonna have to wait till January 1st of 2021 or the following year. You're gonna have to go 363 days before you qualify for the homestead exemption. So you have to be in the property by midnight when the clock strikes and the new calendar year goes into effect. If you are buying a home that's a resale home and it already has a current homestead exemption in place, you get what they call grandfathered in. You will still need to file your personal homestead exemption. And in Fort Bend County, it is you can file it from January 1st to April 30th. And I think they do have a 30-day grace period, but don't file it right away in January, February. You're going to forget, right? So with all my buyers, every year I send in the homestead exemption form the first week of January, and again the second or third week of January. So I send it out 2 to 3 times to make sure that people get these forms. Harris County has a pretty cool app, which is Houston, if you're not familiar with the area. They have an app where basically, or a website where you can go on and do it and file it there. In Fort Bend County, I tell my people, it's 3 or 4 pages. You have to have your current driver's license match the address that you're filing the homestead for. Go in person, give it to them. They're going to scan it in and write you a receipt number on the top of the file and copy it and give you back. Basically, they'll receipt it out for you and keep that with all of your home documents and anything else from the title company. But keep it at your desk area. File it away just so you can prove that you did go in there in person and file it and they received it, just in case for some reason the homestead exemption doesn't take later on in the year and you notice that. So that's what you have to do. And again, if you're piggybacking off a current homestead exemption from the previous owner, you have to file your own. And again, if you buy a new construction home and you close before December 31st or December 31st and earlier, you still have to file it on your own between January and April. So that's a homestead exemption. It's vital. Some people, I've had people like, I didn't even know we could do that. Again, you're giving the government more tax dollars, and I know no one wants to do that, right? There are other exemptions over 65, agriculture exemptions. To go into that'd be a different video, and it basically 4-H and country rural properties. If you have a certain amount of livestock, you can qualify for ag, and there's some other requirements. I'm sure I don't deal in that a lot. So and then over 65, obviously if you're over 65, that is in addition to your homestead exemption. So it's just a great way to reduce your tax burden to your local tax assessor, your county. But again, homestead exemptions, if you have any questions, need the forms, have any other thing you want to discuss about them, give me a shout. Look at my website, bretwallace.com, and my phone number's on there, my email. You can comment below this video or in the comment section, like my channel, subscribe. Please, if you have any other topics you want to discuss, reach out to me. Other than that, it's a great time of the year. Happy holidays, and get those homestead exemptions filed. Later.